Hi everybody, this is Dark Storm Comic Reviews here with a review on Grifter Issue 5 from his first solo series. And so yeah, I'm just continuing on with my Grifter reviews, and here's the cover. In this cover, I like the knife, I like his mask, monster in the background, which plays an important part in these two upcoming issues, 5 and 6. Pretty cool, hope I'm getting enough detail for you guys on the cover, but yeah, here it is overall. So yeah, that's the cover. Yeah, we start off our story, which was set up in issues 3 and 4 at the Tsukuba Science City, and basically the scientists are like studying the retired soldier here that's in the tube. Because if you remember from issue 3 and 4, sorry guys, the wind. If you remember from issues 3 and 4, there's this guy named Miles Craven, and he's a part of this spy organization type deal, kind of like Confucius, called International Operations, and he sent off a soldier named Mike Barnes, I believe, to come pick up this retired soldier, because they're like, okay, look, our organization sent off the soldier to be studied, but we kind of want him back, so why don't you go get him back, Barnes? Yeah, and Barnes tried to do that in the last issue, but the scientists were like, no, we want to keep him, we want to study him. So yeah, this is picking where that part left off. So yeah, and so the scientists are basically like, oh, I hear a rumble. Like, what's that? Oh, it's just a train. It's just a train. It's no big deal. But it's actually the specimen in the tube, the retired soldier. So yeah. And so yeah, they're like, what's that? And yeah, so the retired soldier is just kind of breaking out of the tube. He's the one who's causing all the ruckus you can see here. And yeah, and it really starts off with a really cool scene. We get him breaking out of the tube, strangles this dude right here, slams this guy to the ground. It's a really, really cool scene. I like it. Really cool. And, he's not the best looking guy ever, so he's gonna probably have trouble picking up the ladies. I'm just saying that right now. But yeah, he breaks out of the lab. He rips off the tubes on his chest, and it really starts off great. It's really like a monster movie. He just breaks out and he kind of starts terrorizing stuff, and it's a really, really great opening. And he latches onto this train here. And yeah, and it's funny because this lady's like, what? And he's just kind of trying to break into the train, and it's a great scene. I like it. And then we get to Grifter, who, if you don't remember from the last issue, Zajan and Cole, Grifter escaped from an island. Yeah, and when they escaped from the island, Zajan dropped Cole into the ocean, and Cole ended up sinking because of his ammo bags, because Grifter's a gun person, so he has like a bunch of ammo bags in his pockets and stuff that made him sink to the ocean. I'm not gonna go into too much detail with that, but if you want to know, you can check out my last review of issue 4 to catch up with that. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. Grifter basically sunk to the ocean, and so yeah, he's just kind of drifting off to sea. And then these guys, these fishermen, from they're in like the territorial waters of Taiwan, so they're kind of fishing illegally. These like illegal fishers pick them up. They're like, oh, we got a good catch. We got a really good catch of fish here, and then the fish yells, ow, and they're like, what? And then they find out Grifter is in the pile of fish, and Grifter's just like Grifter's like, well, I guess I'm here now. I guess I ended up here now. So, I'm not a fish. It's kind of funny. He just ends up in the pile of fish. And yeah, so he's just kind of sitting there. He's kind of these fishermen guys are helping him out. I mean, they're illegal fishers, so they're obviously not the best of guys, but they help him out. They get along. They keep referring to and by the way, I think these guys are like Taiwan or Chinese. I'm trying to say it right, but yeah, it's funny because they keep calling Cole like Kevin Costner, and I thought that was funny. So yeah, they're just kind of hanging out. They're just kind of getting along. I'm not gonna go through all this because he's just kind of getting along with these guys. And then there's a cool scene where they're kind of tossing bottles around and Grifter's shooting them up in the air. It's a really cool scene. Yeah, it's just fun stuff. It's fun stuff. He's just getting along with these guys. He's conning them a little bit, but Grifter's known to be kind of a con man. That's kind of how he got his name, actually. Grifter. It's kind of like a con thing. So yeah, the monster keeps just destroying stuff. It's really, really cool. It's like a monster movie. It's just really, really fun stuff. This lady gets attacked. Lady gets attacked, and I think, yeah, this guy gets really attacked. This monster's just going crazy. And yeah, and oh yeah, oh wait, I forgot something. Yeah, the officer's trying to shoot at him, and then he just like throws him against the train thing because he's inside the train. He's just throwing stuff inside the train. And yeah, it's just destruction, mayhem, good stuff like that. Destroys his whole train. I mean, look at this, guys. Yep, cool stuff. And Cole's kind of just back. The fisherman dropped him off, and he's just kind of trying to figure out what he wants to do until these like gangster guys come up, and they're like these kind of punk kids. And I like this scene because they start trying to attack him, and you're thinking, okay, so we know kind of what Grifter's about now. He's a guy, he likes guns, he's a really good shot. You're thinking he's just gonna pull out his guns, he's gonna take him down. Well, he does take him down, but the thing that I love about the scene is that he actually uses his skills, like his hand-to-hand combat. It's not only is Grifter like a gun master pretty much, but he has like these hand-to-hand combat skills. He kicks this guy, and in the balls, and then he hits this dude in the face. I'm trying to get a good shot for you guys. This is a really cool scene. Kicks guy on the leg if you can't see. Punches this dude in the face. Grabs the guy by the head, and he tosses him over here. And then this other guy's left, and he's like, yeah, I'm still gonna get you, but actually, yeah, no, you're not gonna get me. Because then Grifter sorry about that. Then Grifter whips out his gun, his VAD PP30, and yeah, and he's like, okay, enough of this. You know what I want from you? You got a motorcycle? And he's like, yeah. Well, give me your keys. And he just steals the kid's motorcycle. And it's kind of funny. And I like that scene because it shows off that Grifter, while he is good with guns, he's also good with hand-to-hand combat skills. So that's really cool. I really like that scene a lot. So yeah, he goes to this place. Like I was saying, International Operations is it's an organization in the U.S. in this comic, obviously not in the real world, but in this fictional universe, it's an international operation. It's like a spy organization in the U.S. International Operations that Cole used to work for, and apparently, oh by the way, if I didn't mention, he's in Japan now, and apparently Japan has their own like international operations, just making sure you guys can understand me. Yes, Cole goes there because he's like, I used to work for the one in America. I was a part of Team 7, which, if you guys don't remember, I mentioned that in my first issue. It was a team that Cole was a part of. They were a team that got like experimented with drugs and ended up with telekinetic powers, and they did a lot of pretty gruesome stuff. They were like this team of elite soldiers. It's like if you took Arnold Schwarzenegger's team from Predator and you gave them like telekinetic powers and you experimented on them. Like that's what you would get. They're like an elite team of superpowered soldiers, like elite team of telekinetic soldiers, basically. So yeah, so he's going to the organization. He's like, hey Crenshaw, you scummy guy, you owe me a favor. I want a passport. I want to get out of Japan. I want to get back to America. And Crenshaw's like, nope, that's impossible because we already got kind of enough on our hands without you. Sorry about the wind, guys. Without you getting in the way. And Cole's like, hey, you know what? Maybe if and he's basically just kind of talking to him. He's like, what if I take down actually, no, I'm sorry. They're kind of, Quentin's like, it's easy. Like, we got a big deal on our hands, Cole. We don't have time to give you a passport. We won't have time to do any of this. And the guy's pretty much like, but you know what? If you help us out with this, little situation we got here, maybe we can help each other out. So the Crenshaw's like, you help, if you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. Because like, I've worked for IO before. You guys are just, Team 7 was just screwed up enough, and I don't really want to be a part of this. And the main reason he doesn't want to be a part of this is because the monsters running around is actually a member of this team called Team 1. Like I was talking about with Team 7, they were this like elite team of super soldiers. Team 1 was pretty much the same thing except worse. So yeah, so they're just kind of hashing things out. I'm hoping I'm explaining this well enough to you guys. I'm trying to remember. I read this last night to do the reviews, but try to get the best one out I could. But yeah, anyways, the monster's kind of just terrorizing the terrorizing the city. And we get some funny scenes, like this dude's like, you know, please come inside, you know, we can offer you peace. And the guy's like, and then he just kind of closes up shop, and it's just a funny scene. I'm filming outside, so hopefully you guys can still see what's going on here. The monster jumps to a building, he latches onto it, and then he like kind of takes the building down. Just more action. And then Cole's like, yeah, he's just kind of talking to himself. He's like, I'd like to get back into my life again. You know, he's like, I could get out of Japan illegally, but I kind of want to, I'd rather get out of there legit. Like, I want to be in control. I don't want to be skeevy. I kind of just want to do it the normal way. So he's thinking maybe I'll help, you know, Crenshaw out, taking the monster down. I know the lighting is bad. It's this, you know, lighting isn't the best, but he ends up going to like this massage place, because that's where he kind of goes to relax, because he's been here before. And so yeah, we just get some more destruction. It's pretty cool, pretty awesome. The monster like takes out the attack helicopter, and more shooting. He takes out another helicopter. It's pretty awesome. He throws like the big throws a thing at it. It's pretty cool. And so yeah, Grifter's like, I've been here before. I remember going to this massage place. It was really, really cool. And yeah, so he decides to go get a massage. And it's a funny scene, because this lady right here is like, no, you're gonna get a bath. Like, dude, you smell like fish. You're gonna get a bath. And Nicole's like, what? And Nicole's like, no, I don't smell. But then he sniffs himself when he smells. He's like, nope, you're gonna go take a bath. And it's like, alright, fine. And it's just a funny scene. And yeah, more destruction. Get into the light a little bit here. There we go. More destruction. I know this is getting hard to see. Really, it's just more and more destruction. It's not really anything huge. We get this scene where Cole kind of talks. It's a kind of interesting scene where he talks about how he doesn't like showering with other guys, but because it's kind of their custom here in Japan, he just kind of gets used to it. And so yeah, there's more destruction, and then the monster finally finds Cole, and he's like, Cole's kind of just like, I just wanted a break from this. Like, really, can I just get a nice massage and just have a break? But nope. I guess life didn't go that way for him. So yeah, that was a Grifter Issue 5, and I do have sorry guys. I declare my throat there. I do have another pinup by John K. Snyder III. And it's okay. It's okay. Like, I'll show you guys real quick. I really don't want to rip the book. Give you guys a real quick glimpse of it. It's not the best for me. It's like, we got his mask here. We got his gun. Yeah, that's really about it. This is the pinup, and it's okay. It honestly might be my least favorite. It just doesn't really do anything for me. It lacks pizzazz, you know what I'm saying? It just lacks pizzazz. And overall, oh shoot. Sorry about that. Yeah, and it just lacks pizzazz. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna cover the. I'm new to doing it outside. But I want to be fair, and I want to give these people their due credit. Hang on just a second, because I would feel kind of guilty if I didn't. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, issue number 5 story by Stephen T. Siegel, pencils by Randy Green this time. You can tell there's a little bit of a difference. Inks by John Lowe, letters Bill Oakley, color Wendy Fautis. Yeah, and those are the people who did it. I know you can't really see it. Yeah, those are the people who did it. I wanted to give them the credit. So yeah, this has been Grifter Issue 5. Yeah, and yeah, okay, yeah, this has been Grifter Issue 5. Yeah, it was good. Not a lot goes on. It's similar to Issue 3, where not a whole lot goes on, but there's still some good stuff in it, and it's a good setup for Issue 6, and yeah, I liked it. I liked the monster destruction mayhem. I liked the, I like Cole showing off his fighting skills instead of just his gun skills for a change. I thought that was cool. Shows that he has some fighting techniques, and also, if a little interesting fact for you guys, he actually got his fighting skills from Zealot, one of his Wildcat team members. Yeah, Zealot. So he actually learned a lot of that from those skills from Zealot, who is a Coda warrior, I believe. And I actually talked about that in the first issue too. So that's where he got most of his fighting skills. But yeah, this has been Grifter Issue 5. And I am going to try to get the review on Grifter Issue 6 done up today too. Because Grifter Issue 6 will be my last and final Grifter review for now. Because I know the series doesn't end at issue 6. But honestly, I'm not really a fan of the last 4 issues. And I'm ready to kind of possibly review other comics. So, I mean, don't quote me on that. I mean, things could change, but issue 6 will be my last Grifter review. It'll be my final issue, and it wraps up this story. So, but yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later.